What's up, Falcon fans? Anthony Romo here with a Week 10 edition of our player profiles here from Sam's Wedge Inn. Proud to be joined today by Eric Greathouse. Eric, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
So, Week 10 of the season. This is senior night this week, correct?
Yep.
What does that feel like for you? Has this season flown by for you as a senior?
It's been pretty quick. Definitely didn't expect it to come up as fast as it did.
So, you guys play a very familiar opponent this week in Harding, a team that you guys have played 4 times in the last 2 years, both in the regular season, both in the playoffs. Playing a team that much, have you guys kind of gotten used to what they bring to the table each year because you play them so much, or is each year kind of a different thing?
Well, some of it's the same, others is different. Every team does different stuff every year, but it's Warren. They do more or less the same stuff every year.
That's fair.
But then again, so do we. So
that's fair. So something that we love to do here with all our interviews on YSN when we start them off, before we get too in-depth into the football aspect of things, we like to learn a little bit more in-depth about the player behind the scenes. So, Eric, just let the fans know about your family and kind of your support system.
Well, it's senior night coming up, and the people who are walking me across is my dad, my mom, and my sister. My sister goes to the middle school. She plays sports there. She goes to the weight room. The weight room is one of my favorite parts of the
That's
program.
What I've heard. That's what Coach Parker told me. He said you're a gym rat.
I love the weight room. He called me while I was on my way to the gym, and I had to turn around and go home to come back here. So, past few seasons, though, I've been wrestling around with this stupid wrist injury that I got. It was from the gym, of course, and I broke a bone that's like hard to heal. I had to get surgery on it, and now it's just annoying. Got a screw in there, but at least I can play and get my senior season through.
Yeah, there you go. So that's a great segue into what I was going to say. Coach Parker had said that you're big in the gym. He said you're one of the most motivated guys in the gym on this team. Where did that love for the gym kind of start for you?
The year before Coach Parker entered the program, they did a very first time they allowed 8th graders into the weight room before they remodeled it all. And it's all these old metal weights. I don't know anyone in there. But then they set me down in a rack, and I'm doing the same or more than some of the dudes in there. And I'm like, man, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd keep going with it, see what happens. And then I ended up, I loved it.
Well, there you go. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And, of course, playing the sport of football, obviously you want to be as strong as you can be. So definitely helps you out when you're out there on the field. So heading into, of course, senior night this week, just to reflect on the season so far, of course, it's been a very successful one up to this point. Just talk a little bit about this senior class and some of the guys that you've kind of grown up with and been down this road with.
Oh, boy, this senior class. I've known these guys about since I've gone to Fitch. I started going here in 3rd grade. So it tells you how long I've known these dudes. We got some dudes on the team this year.
That's for sure.
They're pretty good. They got it in them. I know they got it in them. They've got the heart. They got the mindset, and I know they got it because I've been with them for so long.
Of course. And, of course, like you said, a bunch of guys on this team that are very talented, very skilled on both sides of the ball. I'd have to imagine that the practices during the week are pretty competitive with this team.
All the time.
All the time?
All the yelling, all the screaming, all the fighting against each other. I play D-line. I go up against our senior linemen all the time. We get after each other right after every play. Good job, man.
Yeah.
We know each other good.
Of course. And, of course, playing defensive line, it's very physical position, obviously. What's your favorite part about playing that position? Because obviously, or playing, I guess, on the line, it's not something that's for everyone. What's your favorite part about doing that?
I'm in there. I don't need to worry about all the free range people getting away. I got one job. I got to go do it.
There you go. That's simple. That's simple. And like I said, a lot of talent on that defensive line this year. You guys have played a pretty tough schedule this year, per usual. You guys have went to some bigger schools, and something that I want to touch on real quick is that Massillon game. I was able to go up there with Ty Bartell, who calls the Fitch games. I was able to go up there that night and call it with him. That's quite the atmosphere there at Massillon. Just talk a little bit about what you were feeling like in that atmosphere during the game.
It was definitely interesting. Went out there. Friday Night Lights is a feeling like no other. Always. We went out there. Huge stadium. It's Massillon.
Yeah.
We were ready, but that was a lot. There was a lot going on over there.
Of course it was. And now let's talk a little bit about last week. So you guys are coming off one of the most exhilarating wins of any team on YSN this season. Hard-fought overtime victory against Wadsworth the week before. Ended a long road streak that you guys had going there. Come back at home, and you're playing a rival in Boardman. That was the 74th time that those two teams have met, which is kind of insane. That just to talk about the history. And that first half, they kind of had your number a little bit. They were hanging with you guys that first half. That second half, you guys pulled away a little bit, 42-20 victory. Just talk a little bit about how special it is when you guys can take down a rival like Boardman.
When you go up against a rival, it's 9 times that you know those guys across the field.
Of course.
And it's different than going against the guys you know on your own team during practice because it's a game. It's for a win. You both want to win, but you know these guys. It's always something special when you go up against a rival. But they had us for a second or two, but we ended up pulling it out.
Of course. Like you guys have a lot this year, finding a way to get victories against very tough competition because you guys would know as well as anyone that Boardman, that team, they're always in the playoff hunt every year. Yeah. And like you said, you guys know a lot of those guys. But to get the win, obviously huge. And now, one last thing. So senior season, of course, a lot of football at Fitch you've played, and this is the end of the road this season. How do you want this season to pan out for this team?
I feel like I want to pan out as much as everyone else wants to go. Just want to have a good last game in the season and get through the playoffs with a decent streak because no one wants to lose first round.
Of course.
But everyone wants to go all the way. I'll be happy if we get at least close. Football, it means a lot to me, but you can't hope that much.
Yeah, of course. But obviously, you hope you guys can get it done this year. Of course, every team does.
Always.
So this is how we love to end all our interviews here on YSN our player profiles with a little bit of rapid fire. No wrong answers to any of these questions. Real quick, easy answers. Okay, so we'll start it off here. Your favorite pro football team? If you don't have one, that's fine.
No, I don't really watch the NFL.
I
watch college more.
Okay. Favorite college team?
Michigan.
Oh, man. That's brutal. Okay, well, I mean, they're having a great start to this season. Of course, you guys are coming off your first win against Ohio State in quite a while. The Buckeyes had your number there for a while. What makes you like Michigan?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You talk about your dad. We like to talk about role models here on YSN. I'm sure your dad's one of your role models, your mother as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just talk a little bit about what your parents mean to you.
Everything. And my parents, they have literally made me to who I am. There's nothing more I can ask out of them.
That's a great answer. Okay. So Friday night, senior night. What's your favorite music? What's your favorite song to listen to pregame? What's a song that'll always get you in the zone? Or are you not a music guy?
I don't really listen to music that much.
Okay. I'm sure there's music playing in the locker room, though.
Always. Loud.
Blasting.
I don't really need it. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. And we've talked about how you're a big weight room guy, love lifting. What's your favorite part of the body to kind of work out?
Well, since it was arms, just like a lot of people, but ever since this wrist thing happened, I enjoy legs a lot.
You enjoy legs? Well, you can say that more than me. I hate leg day, but you got to get through it. You can't.
You got to do it.
You can't have uneven muscle on the body. And then, so I think our final question to end this off: One word to describe head coach TJ Parker.
Determined.
Determined. Why is that?
There's just as many people who think we can do it. There's 10 more that think we can't, and he don't care. He just
He
says,
doesn't
"We're gonna
care.
do
Coach
it."
Parker, one of the most motivated coaches in the area, determination. We love talking to him. We wish you the best of luck this week. Senior night against Warren Harding. Go get it done.
All right.
All right. Thank you.